Hey everybody, it's Eric here from Sensory Dad. If you caught the last couple videos that I put up, maybe you could tell I was a little stressed out, and I kind of touched on it last time. And the reason I wanted to see you guys today was to talk about the importance of self care and just needing a freaking day off. So what I do, my escape from when I get stressed out with the sensory stuff and all the therapies and everything like that we do for Leo is to get to the gym and just listen to loud music, ignore everybody in the world, and just to throw some weight around. That's really my de-stressor. It always has been. It's just something I need to do, and if I don't do that 4 or 5 days a week, I become kind of a bear around the house. You could tell when I haven't got to get that energy out, and a lot like the kids. Certainly my kids, we do the exercise regimen every other day or every day, depending on what their karate schedule is or ballet. But got to get that energy out. So parents, what my wife and I do, and if it is a team effort, in your home, we tag out almost like freaking wrestling, just like, WWE. There's nights where she'll handle the homework or, the cooking or whatever, and I'll kind of get a night off, maybe go out in the yard and, mow the yard or whatever. Just get some escape from all the noise and the craziness of the household. This is imperative for you guys, especially when you guys that are just discovering your diagnosis, to really take care of yourselves is huge. You need that mental break because this stress just becomes way too much for me. I can't handle it. The frustrations whenever, you've gone over the same thing repeatedly and just you feel like you've beaten a subject to death, and certainly it's great for 2 3 days and then you're bad for a week. It's really hard to get over, especially whenever you put a lot of effort into things. If you're single, and you only have a little bit of help, one thing my wife likes to do is go get a massage, and obviously that takes a sitter or me or somebody to watch the kids. We free up capital by, believe it or not, just donating plasma. I mean, that's one thing to, make some extra money. You can go a couple times a week, and, there's people I know that make $500 or $600 a month doing this stuff, just donating the plasma at your local center. It can, be a nice little supplemental income, and it can grant you the money to get a babysitter and just get the heck away. Even if you guys just do like a date night. And we really neglected these things in the beginning because we thought, if we work harder and we put all this effort and more effort and, just stay really consistent and, with the schedules and stuff like that, we can make a greater impact on Leo, in his development. And what we learned was that was somewhat true, but then even at 4 5 6 years old and now almost 8 years old, he gets burned out too. There comes a point when whether maybe it's fatigue from all the activities we get them into, or just, what, you just need a stinking day off, and I think that gets lost when you're so worried, because it's really hard for me to look at all the things, not as a failure, in self-reflection. When my child or my children, now we're checking Luke, because of his behavior at school and everything for sensory and different needs. It to me, it's a direct reflection. And I know that a lot of people out there will say, it's not you, it's something within their brain, it's developmental. But how can you not consider a failure on your own part as a parent? And I do. I still got a long way to go as a father, and I got a long way to go as a husband, for that matter. I need to continue to improve, but we also need to take care of ourselves, and that's something I really hadn't touched on, and it just hit me, guys, it just hit me hard the last couple of days, all the frustration with my youngest. When you're focusing so much on, your sensory kid, and all his needs and all his therapies and everything like that, and doing this page, it's all focused on Leo and his development. um, maybe it is jealousy, and we're gonna figure that out. We just set an appointment last night, and it'll be next week, and I'll follow up with you guys and let you know what we find out. But just it's just another punch in the gut. It's if 2 out of 3 of the kids, are dealing with these issues. It's just last night I was in a bad place, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can go back to being, a full time teacher at home to him. It's super frustrating to be a part time teacher to him when he gets home to review the stuff that the teachers had gone over. So to not be able to have a schedule for myself and have that free time and to put that kind of effort into a second, in 2 out of 3 kids, holy cow, overwhelmed, scared, frustrated, looking at yourself in this scenario, like what possibly could get stacked on top of me in addition to what we're already dealing with. And I know a lot of you, man, I saw so many posts in the groups that, you know, nobody is taking care of themselves, in diet, exercise, or just getting a stinking day off. Go to the beach, whatever you do. Whatever you do to free up your mind and get that cloud away from the top of your head that's a constant storm is what it feels like, that I'm just hearing thunder and lightning all day. And, people don't understand the stresses of being a sensory parent and why you need that day off. And hell, half the people I see on the pages are like, why do I feel so guilty when I do self-care or I take care of myself or I do something for myself? Well, you feel like, for me, every time I would do it initially, it would be like, just think of where his progress would have been had we not taken that, vacation, or had we not gone away for the weekend, or had we not, wasted a day of progress. And you really can't live your life based upon what could have been, because he needs a day off too, and I think that the days off where they could just focus on being brother and sister and kids and maybe play with the grandparents and stuff like that. They need that development as well. They need the socialization. They need to get the heck away from their parents, because I'm sure, I try to be a hip dad. I'm not hip. I'm not hip. I haven't been hip in over 20 years. I dress like a jock. I don't know. That's the way I feel anyway. So my kids probably do not think I'm hip, and it's a couple of years away from them being teenagers where they're damn sure not going to think I'm hip. So, trying to fit in with them and spend all the time developing them, really, you still need a day off, guys. And that's what I really want to emphasize. If you have any questions on side hustles or how you can get the money, or, like with massages, there's people that have to get their hours to get certified in massage therapy. So in that case, they offer 1/3 or 1/2 price massages just so that you can be part of their qualifications. And there's a place relatively close to us on that. So you can get an hour massage for the price of 15 minutes or a half an hour, and it's somebody that's certified with the hot stones and everything. Just, little incremental things you can do. We cut our cable bill. We did all kind of things so that we can have the money to pay a sitter, because number one, nobody ever shows up when we try to get them to sit. I know it's a lot to ask with our 3. And if they do show up, you don't know, as a sensory parent, every time my phone rings during the day, every time, and it's been this way for almost 4 years now, every time my phone rings, I'm worried that, oh God, what did he do now? You know what I mean? Is this what this is about? Did he get hurt? Did he hurt somebody else? Did he have a tantrum? Do they need me to go down and help manage him? You know what I mean? And that's, it's going to take some time before you're I forget to, like a drone over your kid, like a hovering parent. It's going to take some time to where you can relax, and God knows it takes some time to where you get people on your team that you can trust with your child. Fortunately, we had a great daycare that was one of the most amazing families I've ever met, a big family, and everybody pitched in at the daycare and they were all friends. So we could actually achieve things, and feel comfortable about leaving our kids somewhere. So guys, I just wanted to talk to you and say, please don't forget about yourselves. I know you're stressed out, and it's still, it stresses me out, you know, and you could tell by my attitude the last couple of days. Certainly was stressed out. It's worth looking into to get that day off. You know, just think about it. Take care of yourselves. If you have any questions or concerns, you know, certainly send me a message on here. And I want to thank everybody for subscribing. We added a couple more subscribers and likes, and I'm getting a ton of feedback off of the Facebook, you know, blogs and stuff like that. Really thank everybody for the support, you know, and thanks for being there for us, you know, and listening to me vent and, I don't know, just kind of lose my mind on here. So we're going to get through this, guys. All right? Take care of yourself. Thanks.